Hello everyone. As in the last class we have started about the operation on set and we have discussed the union and its a property. Somewhat Venn diagram also we have discussed regarding union of two sets. Now here the next point we are going to discuss as operation on set is a intersection of sets. So let's try to understand what is the meaning of intersection in between sets and what are the property associated with. So here we are going to discuss our second point under the operation of set, that is intersection of sets. As this term is an intersection means common element. So just for example, first we try to understand what is the meaning of the intersection and then we take some different combination. Now intersection of two sets, suppose we take one example. Here it is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Another example we take, that is 3, 5 and 7. We are willing to find it out intersection of these two sets. So as the intersection, this sign you will use for intersection, invert your U, it will be used for intersection operation. So A intersection B, formally we have to write all the elements of the set. This is 3, 3. So in intersection we will write a common elements only. So this way, if any common elements or more than one common elements we are having, list out as an intersection of set. If none of the elements are common, so you will write the intersection as a null set. Just for example, same A we are going to write, and one more here we will write two element as a totally distinct category. And here we are willing to find it out intersection of A and C. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Intersection C means A and B. So in these two you can say none of the element is being common. So as a intersection you will have a null set. As before also I told you, as an intersection either you will write this hollow or this blank bracket. So this way your intersection can be considered. Now we look at property of a intersection. Property of an intersection, first is A intersection B, you will write as B intersection A. Means if you change the order of writing the set, your answer will become same. So it is called commutative law. Second is in between three set, if intersection property associate, A intersection B intersection C, you will write as A intersection B intersection C. It is called associative law, that was also held in case of union. Third is if A intersect with a universal set. So when you are going to write intersection means you will pick up answer form as the smallest one. So obviously A will be a part of U. So as the intersection of universal and with any of the set, your answer will come out as A. This is the property you can use for solving either theorem based question or theoretical question. Next is A intersection with a null set. Null set, that means there is not a single element containing in this set. If you are going to write intersect with that, that means it will come out as a null set only. Then we are having the self intersection, means if A intersect with A, finally you will have A. Last and an important property is a distributory law. Distributory law means intersection and union, both we are going to write with the same combination. These two signs can change their position. This union can come here, this intersection can adjust over here. So if you are going to make expansion of this bracket or applying the distributive law, it can be written as A. In between whatever the operation you are going to make, write over here first, then you write the second set. Make this bracket close. Then in between whatever the sign you are going to write, that is a union. Again come to the first. Then in between whatever the sign you are having, you write over here. And then the last one. So this way, this union and intersection you can make in terms of the two brackets. So it is called distributive law. This is one of the important property. Many times this will be used to make either in your question or during the solution, this form will be available. So make them combined as a single form, or in some of the question this form will be available. Make them separate and form two different combination. So this way, these are the basic property associated with the intersection of sets. So now we look at the Venn diagram in which intersection will be clear more. With different combination, we try to understand intersection form. First one, when A and B are containing entirely different element. So and at this time, how to represent your Venn diagram. Here you can see none of the common element we are having in between. So we will draw a diagram as this is U. These two are the distinct ones. So two distinct or two separate circles we will draw to represent both the sets separately. Here in A, we will list out all the elements. Here in the B, we will list out the respective element. Here in these two groups, you can see none of the element is common. So as in A intersection B, answer will come out as a null set. So whatever the answer form you are having, normally in the Venn diagram, you show by the shade. So here none of the element is coming as a common one. So none of the reason, it will remain as such. Not any of the circle we are going to make a shade. So as such you keep to represent A intersection B as your A intersection is a null set. Second example, suppose any of the element is common in between. So here in this two case, you can say your C element is common. So as the intersection, answer will come out as C. And being a common element as the intersection of these two, circle also going to be intersected to form common section. So here in this case, Venn diagram you will draw as this is U. Common section we have to plot. This is A, this is B. In A and this B, common element is C. So C you write here. This is your A, this is your B, and in your B, it will remain with D. So this way your A circle and B circle totally covered. Now as an intersection, what the answer you are getting here? A intersection B, here you are getting is C. Means only the common element you are going to make it a list out here. There C. So in this common section C already we have written. So this leaf area we are going to make a shade or highlight. So this way it will give you the solution regarding A intersection B, and that will be your single element C. Now next category we are going to discuss here, that is your B is a subset of A. All three cases, same three cases we have discussed as a union of two sets. So now here third case, in third case we take an example as your A is available as 1, 2, 3 and 4. Your B is available as 3 and 4. Here you can see your B is being a subset of A. So when you are going to write A intersection B, at that time common elements are to be listed out. So it will be 3 and 4, and 3 and 4 is nothing, it is B itself. So whatever the small group here you are having in between the intersection, when smaller one is a subset of the larger one, so at that time the smaller one set will come out as an intersection solution. Now the same thing we are going to sketch on the diagram as common elements we are having as a subset. So when you are talking about a subset form, first of all, in a large group, small group is to be right. So this is your A, this is your B. In B we are having two elements, that is 3 and 4. Except these 3 and 4, A is containing two more elements, that is 1 and 2. As an answer form we have evaluated 3 and 4. So 3 and 4, that means what? Set B. So this inside the circle, this small circle, we will make a shade or colored. So in this case, A intersection B, you will write as B as B is a subset of A. So this way, what the link you are having in between the group or in between the set, accordingly intersections are to be listed out. Now the next point is regarding the intersection is a disjoint set. This is also one of the category regarding set form. So to check the disjoint set pair, again intersection we should be check that whether intersection is coming as some common element or not. Now the next point we are going to discuss is disjoint set. Disjoint set, that means if two sets are defined to you and if A intersection B you are getting as a null set, then A and B are considered as disjoint set. So in your question form what will be available? Regarding A and B, somewhat information will be available in any of the form, either in a roster form or set building form. So you just list out all the elements, make them intersect. If in intersect any of the element more than one or single one elements you are getting, that means these derived sets are not disjoint. If intersection you are getting as a null set, that means sets are disjoint sets. So that we have to check it out that whether the given pair of sets are disjoint or not. Now the next point, and that is the last point before the exercise, is difference of two sets. Difference of two sets, how to write difference? Normally students make mistake in writing difference of two set. As a normal difference of the term, you treat set form also. But here there is somewhat difference in between the subtraction of two number and difference of two sets. So with the help of example, we try to understand what is the difference of two sets. So try to understand minutely. Now here we are going to take two example, that is A, B, C and D. Another one is B that contain C, E and F. Now both we are going to write here A minus B and B minus A. So first we are going to write A minus B, means subtraction of set B from A. So formally, while writing the difference, you will write this way: minus C, E and F. When you are going to perform difference, again you check out that in first and second set what are common element. So make it underline. Here you can see this is C only is the common element. So that element we have to cut from first set only. We are not going to be bothered about second set element. Okay. So when you are going to make a difference A to B, at that time, in this case, C will be cut from first set. So remaining element of A you will write as A, B and D. So this will be your A difference from B. Now this remaining element in B we are not going to write here, leave them. Now we write the reverse order, means B minus A, and check out whether these two are same or not. So next is B minus A. So write down C, E, F minus A, B, C and D. Again the method will remain same, only the selection of the elements will change as per the position of a set. Which set is coming at the first position, that only we will make a copy over here after cutting common elements. So here you can see your again C element is common as it was same in the last case. Now in your set B, what are the remaining element? That means E and F you will write as a difference of B to A. So here you can see A minus B and B minus A are not giving you same answer form. So here commutative law or any of the law is not going to be exist here. So you can say A minus B is not same as B minus A. So never replace each term by the another one. So this was all about the theoretical concept with respect to the exercise 1.4. Somewhat union already I have introduced, so hope somewhat questions you have attended also. And if it is not so, now you start solving the question of the exercise 1.1 to 1.4. If you have not started, please get it started. It will be, otherwise it will be overburden for you. Now in this chapter we are having very simple forms, so easily you can attend if somewhat vision you are having and somewhat concept are clear to you. Okay, so up to now, before this exercise we have discussed about operation of set, that means union, intersection, associative properties and interrelation, Venn diagram representation. Then we have discussed about disjoint set based on intersection of two sets. For disjoint set A intersection B should compulsory come as null set, means none of the elements should be common in between given group of sets. And the last, just now as we have discussed, difference of two sets. So be very careful while writing difference of two set. Don't bother about the set elements which is occupied at the second position. So this way you have to handle all the questions which are based on operations and this type of combination. So let's start with some of the question from exercise 1.4. In the beginning we have to write a union form. So somewhat question we are going to pick up here. Question number 1. Here we are going to discuss some of the parts. Now let's start with the exercise 1.4. In this exercise, let's start with the first one. In first one, here we are going to take a union for all the combination. Let's start with the second part, in which in all the cases unions are to be found it out. In A set, vowels are listed, that is A, E, I, O, U, whereas in set B, A, B and C, only 3 elements are being listed. Now here in each case you have to find it out, union only, so it is very simple form. Writing of the set operation, what you are going to be performed, that is important in set theory. Direct you can write the answer, but that will be quite an improper way to write. Formally everything we have to write in a proper manner, then only your answer will consider correct. Now here A union B we will write means list out first both the elements, both the set in form of element, that is A, B and C. As a union form, I told you, if any of the element is going to be repeat, copy once only, and the remaining element you will write in a common set form. So let's start with the A set, A, E, I, O, U. These all will come compulsory. Now move to the second set. A already you have written, so it is not to be right, already we have written. Next is your B and C. So this way your union will be listed out. Next we are going for fourth part of the same. Your set A is available as X. X is a natural number such a way that X is a one line between 1 to 6 and equality 6. Here we can write interval form. So as per the combination you will select the element. So here before I write set B, I am going to list out all the elements of set A. So here what it will be, X is greater than 1, and here you are talking about natural number. Means you will start listing with the 2 and end at 6, because equality sign is mentioned over here. So 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So it will contain these 5 elements. Now move to set B, in which this is X. X is a natural number how it is to be select, X is greater than 6 and less than 10. Means we will start selection of the element from 7 and end before 10. So 7, 8 and 9. 3 elements you will have here in set B, that is 7, 8 and 9. Now with respect to these two sets, here we will perform union form. So now go for writing A union B. List out elements 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Union with 7, 8 and 9. Now combined all elements. You can see none of the element is common. So as such it is to be listed out from 2 to 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So this way, on basis of given information, first list out the elements and go for operation whatever it is being asked. Next we move for question number 4, in which different combination relate to unions are given. In question number 4, 4 sets are listed. So first we are going to write down all these given 4 sets, and on basis of that some different combinations with the union with the 2 sets or 3 sets we have to find it out. As in fourth question, sets are available as A containing elements 1, 2, 3, 4. As in your set B containing element 3, 4, 5, 6. As in set C, elements are 5, 6, 7, 8. And the last one, D, having 4 elements, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now here various combinations are available. So somewhat we are going to write here. First we are going to pick up A union C. That is the second part. Again, as I said, write in a formal way. Writing in a set theory is an important part of solution. Direct, don't skip for final answer form. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1 to 8, all the elements will combined over here. Next we are going to attend a combination of 3. That is fifth part, in which we have to find it out. A union, B union, C. So direct all 3 we are not going to make a combined. 2 combination we will make. So first list out all the elements. 1, 2, 3, 4 union 3, 4, 5, 6 and union with 5, 6, 7 and 8. So any of the 2 you are going to make combined first, then the result you will combine with the third one. So here first 2 we are going to make combined. 1, 2, 3, 4. In order try to write. Now here 3, 4 already written, so we have copied. 5, 6 remains, so 5, 6 you will write here. Union with 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now again make them combined as a union of 2. So here 1 to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 5, 6 already you have written. So the remaining 7, 8 you will copy over here. So this way 3 sets you can combine as a union form. Now one more combination. In order to write the union, we can write, that is the last part of this one, 7th part, in which B union, C union, D we have to write. These are very easy question. Only terms are to be combined, elements are to be combined. So you can write all solution easily. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, union with C, that is 5, 6, 7 and 8, union with the D, 7, 8, 9, 10. Any of the 2 you can combine first. So first again we are going to make these 2 combined, in which 5, 6 are common. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Repeating element, write once only. This is 9 and 10. Now 7, 8 common. So write once only. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So this way combination of 3 sets you can list out. In your next question you will write somewhat intersection form as well as combined form with the union to the intersection. So here only in this case 2, 3 case we are going to discuss with the same combination. Here if you write A intersection B in place of A union B, what will you have here? It is your question number 5, in which with the same combination you have to perform intersection. So A intersection C. So formally everything we will write in the same order. Intersection with C means 5, 6, 7 and 8. In intersection what we have discussed, you will write here common elements only in between these 2 groups. If you look at elements of these 2 sets, none of the element is common over here. So here as an intersection you will have a null set. Now same as this last case, if you turn it in form of intersection B intersection C intersection D. Your B is 3, 4, 5, 6. C is 5, 6, 7 and 8. In your D you are having 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now 2 you get combined to perform intersection. Here is an intersection, 5 and 6 are common element. So 5 and 6 you list out over here. intersect with 7, 8, 9 and 10. Here also you can see not a single element you are having common over here. So again, as an answer form you will turn null set. So it is not necessary that every time you will have an answer as a null set. If any of the common element 1 or more than 1 you are having, you can write in a answer form. So hope this intersection and union are clear to you. You try to solve some of the question from the exercise 1.4. In continuation, we will make some more solution regarding difference and disjoints of set. Thank you.